Well, all week, News 3 has been bringing to light unfinished stories of Wisconsin cold cases.
As some cases wait for new developments, DNA technology continues to advance, allowing a chance for answers. Mary Jo Ola is in the News Center with more on how the crime lab works a cold case.
Charlotte and Rob, you can call it the CSI effect. It's the misconception that DNA testing happens 1 minute and shortly after a suspect is arrested, but that's not the case. So what goes on behind the scenes in piecing together a cold case? We headed to the crime lab to find out. Behind the doors of 4626 University Avenue is the Wisconsin State Crime Laboratory, a place dedicated to supporting law enforcement on current and cold cases.
If we can find DNA evidence and obtain a viable profile that may help them in their investigation or provide an answer, I think that can be pivotal for them.
Daniel Campbell is the DNA supervisor. He says the hour-long crime scene investigation shows that you see on primetime can be misleading.
You know, most of the cases that we're working may take a week, may take 2 weeks. It could take up to a month depending on the complexity of the case.
What is true is how far DNA testing technology has come. Now robotic arms can move 8 samples at a time, as opposed to before when an analyst had to manually do each one separately. UV lights can differentiate stains, leading to color indicator tests to prove or disprove beliefs. But one challenge of working a cold case is still the same: age.
Can we establish enough viable DNA to establish a DNA profile that's usable? Or a DNA profile at all.
20 years ago, testing was limited to blood grouping, and it wasn't the best. Now the success rate of linking DNA to the right person, 1 in many quadrillions. If analysts are able to establish a DNA profile, their findings are submitted to a database for a potential match.
When I have a cold case that I was able to obtain results on a case that's been around and unsolved for a number of years, if those results help the law enforcement's investigation to put some closure on that case, you know, that's pretty gratifying.
Now, the process of DNA analysis has been narrowed down to 4 steps overall. However, each one can take several days to perform, all to make sure that they get it right. Now, combine that process with the other current cases analysts are working on, and you can imagine their workload. Rob and Charlotte.
Mary Jo, thank you.